Ever go out at night and meet someone in a club and instantly just know? Ever dance with someone so close you can feel their breath and sweat and hunger, and you don't even care because in that moment that's all you are too? You pull this person towards you and ask them a question in a whisper that gets lost under the pounding bass vibrating through the entire building. And then you're pulling them through dancing bodies and spilled liquor, across the club, down the stairs and into a car. You look across at this guy you've known for approximately, an hour and 45 minutes, and you just know he's feeling the exact same way. It's a calling from deep inside you both. You can see it in his eyes. It's that hunger from before, stronger than ever. Your keys find the lock and the doorknob turns and you tumble over the threshold into an apartment you really wish you cleaned properly before going out, but you suppose it doesn't matter now. He's here. Jim. Or James. Or George. Might have been Christopher. It was very loud, okay? Point is, you're both here together, thinking the same thing. You can barely contain your desire. You both so desperately want it, need it. Toast. We've all heard this story before. You know what's about to go down. That's right, bread. 2 slices of bread are going down and toast is coming up. You can smell it cooking, your mouths are watering, and then pop. But here's where things start to get interesting. You remove the first piece and hand it to him on a plate. You remove the second piece, your piece, but you notice there's a whole corner missing. Damn, it must have broken off in the toaster somewhere. So you look inside, but just as you think you've spotted it, rough hands push past you and what's-his-name says, "Oi, don't worry, I got this." "Oh, thanks. I've handled a fair few toasters in my time. I know what I'm doing." You smile unconvincingly and step aside. Stand there, watching, unsure what to do. 'Tis your kitchen, after all, and you know that toaster better than anyone, but sure, why not let him have a go? As he peers inside, you consider gently reminding him that each model of toaster is different, and maybe he'd have better luck if he let you help out, but you don't want to come across as passive-aggressive. After all, it's nice that he's concerned. It makes a change when a man cares about you having a toast experience equal to his, instead of eating his full slice straight away while you sit there with your incomplete square craving a little more. Ah yes, I think I know what we're dealing with. You've got quite a nice model here. Bet you say that to all the girls. No, really, I mean it. And listen, I've seen them all. Old toasters, new toasters, broken toasters, toasters with shiny buttons all over the place. And I've been known to find a fair few lost crumbs in my time. In fact, I rather consider myself somewhat of a crumb retrieving expert. You nod, but set your expectations low. Because let's face it, you've heard this before. And to be honest, you don't have a lot of faith in this guy's crumb finding abilities. But you don't want to hurt his ego. He tries shaking the toaster around a bit, but seems to have no luck. Turns the toaster on its side, but that doesn't do much either. After a while, he jokes, "Are you sure this crumb even exists?" Probably in an attempt to lighten the mood. You don't laugh. Eventually, he opts for a new strategy. Well, new's probably not quite the right word. It's kind of a classic move. He grabs a fork and rams it right in there. Yanks it out. In, out, over and over, hard and fast, because he's sure, he knows, he read it somewhere on the internet. That is the most effective way to find a broken off piece of toast in any toaster. Surefire, guaranteed. In, out, with all the strength and speed in the world. He's breathing heavily. You're sitting back, watching him, thinking about how hopeless this entire situation is, when something happens. Something which, admittedly, makes you start to change your mind about what's-his-face. He appears to be getting closer and closer to the crumb. Yes, oh my God, you can't believe it. He's actually going to do it. Maybe this direct fork thrusting approach will prove effective after all. He's almost there. Yes, in, out, yes, almost, he's gonna do it, you're gonna get your crumb, yes, yes. No, he changes rhythms. Oh, what the fuck, man. Just when you were so close. Now he's trying this side to side motion, which you're not convinced is gonna do him or the toaster or anyone any good. But he's determined to see it out, so back and forth he goes. It continues like this for some time, until you're too tired to watch him struggle on. You hand him back his piece of toast, which he left on the kitchen bench earlier. You watch him eat it, feeling somewhat bitter but not really surprised. You both sit there, not really talking, looking at your phones. Eventually he sees the time and announces he should probably get going. He gives it one last feeble effort before he goes. Thrusts that fork in, yanks it out. Alas, no crumb. Plunges it in again, tugs it out. Nothing. You sigh and watch him leave, thinking about how you'll undoubtedly be able to find that crumb on your own as soon as he's gone, by efficiently tipping the toaster upside down. Maybe you shouldn't have bothered with what's-his-face in the first place. You're more than capable of handling your own appliances. And sure, he got left satisfied, but what about you? You remember how some people say it's dangerous to go letting men stick their forks inside your toaster, but you push that thought aside. I suppose it doesn't matter much. Well, not in your case anyway. After all, this toaster was definitely not turned on.